Galbally.
Okay.
It's an abandoned village in County Antrim.
Right?
I've seen pictures of ghost towns, but this one just feels different somehow.
Yeah.
What makes Galbally so special?
Well, a lot of abandoned villages, they're tied to like historical events, you know?
Uh-huh.
And Galbally was deserted around the time of the Great Famine.
Oh, wow.
So those empty homes, they become more than just buildings.
Right.
They represent a whole part of Irish history.
Yeah, it's like you're looking at the impact of the famine right there in front of you.
Exactly.
That's powerful.
It is.
Okay, so we've got crumbling walls and a tragic past.
Right.
What else is in this newsletter?
Well, next we meet Mike Bird.
Okay.
He's one of the moderators.
Got it.
And he tells this really heartwarming story about his Nana O'Keefe.
I read that one.
Yeah.
She used to make soda bread in Folger coffee tins.
Uh-huh.
That seems a little strange, doesn't it?
Well, it might seem odd,
Yeah.
but it actually shows how resourceful Irish cooking can be.
Hmm.
Especially back then. I mean, think about it.
Right.
Repurposing those tins?
Yeah.
It's very clever.
It is. It's like making do with what you have.
Exactly, and that's a big part of Irish culture.
You know, you're right. It makes perfect sense now.
I know, right?
It's like a hidden detail that tells a bigger story.
It is.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Well, next up is County Antrim.
The Giant's Causeway?
Right, but the newsletter says to look beyond that.
Okay.
They talk about these dramatic cliffs and valleys.
Like you could just get lost there.
You could.
I can almost picture it.
Me too.
Hiking along those cliffs with the wind in my hair.
Yeah.
It's making me want to book a trip.
They do a good job of making you want to go there.
They do.
They really do.
Okay, so we've got abandoned villages, heartwarming stories, and stunning scenery.
So?
This newsletter is pretty great so far.
It is.
So what else they got?
Let's see.
What else is in store for us?
Well, it looks like they've added a new feature called Travel Quizzer.
Ooh, a quiz.
Yeah.
I love quizzes.
Me too.
Let's see if you can answer this one.
Okay.
Which Irish county is home to the Cliffs of Moher?
The Cliffs of Moher are in County Clare
That's right.
on the west coast.
You got it.
Nice.
Okay, let's see what other treasures this newsletter has in store for us.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're just getting started.
Me too.
Okay, so this next section is called What Does Ireland Whisper to Your Heart?
Ooh, that's a good title.
It is.
So what's it all about?
Well, they're talking about that like emotional connection people feel to Ireland.
Okay.
Like how it just draws you in, you know?
Yeah, I kind of get that.
Right.
Like, I've never been,
Uh-huh.
but I feel drawn to it.
Yeah, and they even included this Irish proverb.
Oh, yeah.
Standard rud is anam is iontach.
What's that mean?
It means what is rare is wonderful.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So how does that connect to this section?
Well, they're basically saying that the Irish experience is unique.
Okay.
They talk about the cliffs and the hills.
Right.
And all those stories that get passed down.
The myths and legends.
Yeah, exactly. And they're saying that all that makes Ireland special.
It's making me think about why I'm so interested in Ireland. Like I said, I've never been,
Right.
but there's just something about it.
Yeah, and that's what they're getting at. It's about more than just checking things off a list.
It's like a deeper connection.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm getting chills now.
I know, right?
So what else is in this newsletter?
Well, let's see. They have this around the web section.
Oh, yeah, I like that section.
It's interesting this time.
What do they got?
Well, there's this article about a charming village with beaches and live music.
It's nice.
Yeah, and then another one about rare baby names.
Ooh, Gaelic names.
Yeah, and get this, there's a piece about Ireland being the most generous country on GoFundMe.
Wait, really?
Yeah, for the 6th year in a row.
That's amazing,
It is.
but also kind of surprising.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, there's that stereotype about the Irish being stingy,
Uh,
but this seems to contradict that.
yeah, it does, doesn't it?
It's like it shows a different side to them.
It does, and I think it makes sense when you consider their sense of community.
That's true.
Like, generosity often comes from a strong community.
Yeah, I guess it's like this little window into the Irish spirit.
Yeah, exactly. And then they also have a piece about County Wicklow.
Wicklow.
Yeah, they call it Ireland's Garden.
Oh, wow. So they're really covering it all, huh?
They are, from ancient history to modern generosity
And beautiful gardens.
and blooming gardens. Yeah.
It's like they're showing us all the different sides of Ireland.
They are, and they save some good stuff for the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this last part is really helpful for anyone planning a trip.
So what did they say for last?
Well, they have this section called Experiences Likely to Sell Out.
That sounds interesting.
It is. It's like they highlight certain tours and events.
Okay.
Stuff you need to book in advance.
Oh, so you don't miss out.
Exactly.
That's really helpful, actually.
It is, especially when you're planning a trip.
Yeah, it can be overwhelming trying to figure out what to do.
Totally.
This is like having a personal travel agent.
Yeah, kind of.
It's like they know what we want before we even know.
Right.
That's awesome.
It is, and it shows they're not just about pretty pictures.
Right, they want us to actually go there.
Yeah, and have a good time.
Speaking of pretty pictures,
Yeah.
they have that from the social media section.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
A nice mix of pictures and videos.
It is. You get to see, like, all the different sides of Ireland.
The cities, the coast.
The people.
It's really well done.
It is.
And of course, we can't forget about the food.
Of course not.
What are they featuring this week?
Shepherd's pie.
Classic.
But they make it clear it's the real deal.
Not the frozen kind you get at the store.
No, this is like authentic Irish shepherd's pie.
Made with lamb and all that.
Exactly.
I love it.
It's good stuff.
It is. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
Me too.
So we've got travel tips, stunning visuals, and delicious food.
What more could you ask for?
I know, right? This newsletter is amazing.
It is.
Oh, and they have the Crake section.
Oh, yeah. That's always fun.
It is. It's like a little dose of Irish humor.
It is. And they always end it on a lighthearted note.
I like that.
It's a good way to finish.
It is, and it's free.
Can't beat that.
I know, right? It's incredible how much they pack into this newsletter.
It really is. It shows how much they love Ireland.
They do, and they want to share that love with everyone.
Exactly.
And if you want even more,
Yeah,
they have a premium option
they do.
with itineraries and deals and stuff.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
It is. I might have to check that out.
Me too.
Well, I think it's safe to say we've done a deep dive into this Love Ireland newsletter.
We have. We covered
Yeah.
a lot.
We did. We talked about everything from abandoned villages to soda bread
The cliffs of Moher.
and the crake.
It's been a fun journey.
It has. I feel like I've learned so much.
Me too. And if anyone out there is even a little bit curious about Ireland,
Yeah.
subscribe to this newsletter.
You won't regret it.
It might just inspire you to book a trip.
So what aspect of Ireland calls to you the most?